Strong with the Force you are, young Padawan.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Scevoli Tano show, guys. We're back. I know you missed my sexy face, Dom's bald head, excuse me, and then Rick's Jedi Council hat he thinks he wants to wear every time he comes on this show. But welcome back to the Scevoli Tano show, guys. Be sure, before we start this Obi Wan breakdown, Star Wars is back in full force. So much announcements. We will get to Obi Wan, celebration announcements. Like everything just got announced. Like Oprah Winfrey's coming back, I hear. Ellen DeGeneres is coming back for another season. She told us, you guys suck so bad, we're coming back for a final season, another final season. You know, we might get a new president, you never know. But before we start, make sure you guys subscribe down below to the channel for more fun unboxings, reactions, breakdowns, sexiness, awesomeness, omeganess, groganess, ahsokaness, and all that funness that was just in this other. Yeah. So how are you, my friends? How are you, Rick? How are you, Dom? I've missed you.
So good. I missed you guys too. You know, I'm just sitting back, relaxing as a Star Wars fan. We got so many good news coming up, so many projects, so many projects coming out. It's a good time to be alive as a Star Wars fan.
Tell me about it. You know, I'm happy. You know, what's up? How's it going, Chris? Miss you. Your smile, your always upbeat attitude. Definitely,
yeah.
The happiness, you know, because your daughter Omega is coming back.
I know. If she gets armor, I gotta get a new one of these.
Definitely, you have to get the helmet one now with a helmet.
Gotta get the helmet one when they come out with it.
But
she's wearing a hat or a helmet?
She got a helmet.
No, she's wearing a helmet.
Yeah, helmet, nice.
She got a helmet. But everything's good, man. You know, just I'm very surprised of all the drops that they did. Star Wars Celebration. Really, it was a magical time that I kicked myself from not going, but. Next time, you know, it might not be next time, but who knows? But hey, things happen. But whoever went, hey, kudos to them. I hope they had a good time and had a fun time because it did look like a fun time.
Yeah,
really
definitely.
Did you see the cosplays? Oh my god,
they were amazing.
So amazing.
Especially the Bad Batch ones. My god, it's so amazing.
Have you guys seen like the stormtroopers, but like they're like zombies?
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, man.
I saw that too.
People go above and beyond when it comes to cosplay, and especially for like Star Wars Celebration. Really, truly, crazy. Wow, it's amazing how they sit there and make the outfits. If I want to get a Boba Fett outfit, I want to go cosplay one time.
You should. You would look good.
The only helmet I have is a regular helmet. I don't have that. Just get a sweat.
Don't worry.
Get the whole thing.
Next year or the year after, we'll all dress up as the Scevoli Tano crew, and I'll be like Ahsoka Tano. I'll be Scevoli Tano. Dom will be Boba Fett. Rick can just be a Jedi. We'll just put a robe on and some shirts.
Just
Caitlin will be the Sith. Nilda will be the Sith. Nilda and Caitlin will be here very shortly. I think. I'm not too sure. Nilda will be here. I'm not sure about Caitlin. But if they can't come, I send my love to the screen, to their screen, because we do love them, and they're part of the Scevoli Tano crew forever and ever.
That's right.
So, yeah. So, what do you guys think about Kenobi?
Oh,
Rick.
My God.
Rick.
I said Kenobi, not Kenobi.
no, yeah. we know.
Kenobi.
I know what you mean.
Oh, my God. Kenobi was...
Kenobi.
Yeah, we'll call it that for the rest of the show. Kenobi was so good. Oh my god, the opening scene alone. You know how I get when I get like Order 66 scenes. I get emotional, but it's like,
hey, can I just
say,
so
compelling.
Whoever that Jedi was really good. Like they filmed that very good. That sequence of Order 66 and the younglings. I'm sad that she died. And then you just see, like, you know how sad it really gets where you see the clones and you see the lightsabers just light up and all of a sudden they just die down? It's like,
that was cool.
Wow.
Yeah. What do we do now? We run.
And
we'll stop running.
And I think one of them was the sister, the third sister.
Apparently, yeah, she definitely, her story, you know, what really got me was seeing the scenes from Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
And then when
the whole recap. That was
the recap.
That was
awesome.
Nice.
That was a nice little surprise. I didn't expect that. And you know, I didn't expect that. And then of course, I kind of knew that they were going to have some kind of an Order 66 thing because most of the stuff is they're still because you know what's funny? we still didn't even get deep in depth of Order 66. We've seen bits and pieces, but never a story just based on Order 66. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith, they show that, but I mean, like now what they can do is they can take a story shorts, like individual Jedis that we've never seen, and have them and have a story for them on their view of what happened in Order 66. So
Yeah.
Star Wars can live forever. You know, they're going to be milking everything they can possibly can.
And I think Order 66 is the most important thing in Star Wars. You know, that's a crucial moment in Star Wars history. When I love how they cut to Coruscant, because I was like, oh my God, Coruscant, it's so beautiful. And they're doing their dances, and I'm like, oh, this is the best. And all of a sudden, the clones just come in and go.
The 501st.
Like the 501st just start,
you know,
manhandling everybody. And I'm like,
let me tell you something. I can tell you one thing. With each show, it's getting better and better.
Yeah.
Like as we talk about it, there's some things that I can tell you that
Nilda's here with us.
How are you, my dear?
Nilda.
Hold on, I'm doing my mic.
We can hear you, if that's what you're checking.
All right, I can hear you guys.
Well, hello.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Hello there.
All right.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello
Hello
there.
there.
So I was saying that there's some things in it that down the road I'll tell you that I disliked, but overall I was blown away on seeing Ewan McGregor back on the screen, which really, you know,
Everyone was.
and one of the things were that you wanted to see how he acted, like the way his acting was, if it wasn't overdone, but he went right in back to Obi-Wan, the way he did, the way he felt conflicted and lost, and the Jedi had gone and no more. And I can honestly say that it was done very well in that perspective. But then I can honestly say that there's some things that are done very shitty, and they could have did a lot better, especially the Inquisitors. It wasn't, you know, the seventh brother. The fifth brother was the seventh.
Fifth.
What is it?
The fifth brother.
Yeah.
It looked like a Star Trek. I'm sorry. They could have did better with that. And plus the acting was kind of suspect when it came to that. But overall,
They made his face too yellow.
Yeah, and
Like
you know,
too
look,
scrunched. I think too like scrunchy and stuff, like old looking.
now
Well,
like
the actor alone already has a scrunch up face. That's Han from Fast and Furious.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it looked terrible. Like the costume looked terrible. But let's get the elephant out of the room with the biggest thing that people were talking about: the death of the Inquisitor, of the Grand Inquisitor.
Oh my God.
So this is what you have to understand. He is not dead. So
Right.
if you put the pieces together in the comic, he's a floating entity that Vader controls, and he haunts the temple that Luke went to go get the yellow lightsaber. He came back in Rebels when he died, so-called died. He came back as the Jedi guard.
Yes.
So he's able to reincarnate. That's what I'm thinking. You know, because it'd be kind of stupid if they killed them off and say, you know what, the whole thing is retconned with Rebels. Because then people are going to start using this shit. Because remember, I told you about canon. Canon is very crucial. You got to stop touching canon. Let it go. Like, people keep talking about the sequel trilogy. They're not getting rid of the sequel trilogy. So they're building upon it. So stop. Everybody's got to stop. And canon is very crucial. So he's coming back. They'll explain, maybe in a novel, maybe in something, but he's coming back one way or the other.
But you know what doesn't make any sense to me? That they killed him, right? And he's at Celebration signing autographs and taking pictures with everybody and gets a figure. Like, how are you going to just die episode 2, get a figure, go to Celebration, and we're never going to see you again, Robert?
I don't
Look at Captain Phasma.
Look, so apparently the species has 2 stomachs, and so they said. Like,
That's what I learned.
mole
That's what I
species has
recently
2
learned.
hearts. The Zebrax have 2 hearts. So, Star Wars. No one dies in Star Wars.
No one
They
dies.
come back.
Because even I was thinking, I was like, well, the Grand Inquisitor was so mad at the third sister, like he was just angry with her. And I know, like with Maul and like Sidious when they came back times, like especially with Maul was not gonna die until he had Kenobi, you know. So when he did die to Kenobi's hand, he was resting at peace. Now he's definitely dead. But what fueled his anger was Kenobi. So I think that's what fuels the Grand Inquisitor too.
Yeah, but
his anger, and maybe that keeps him alive. Because in reality, if I didn't read the Vader comic,
but think about
you told me that
he doesn't know. He thinks Reva is like too much obsessed with Obi-Wan.
Definitely is.
So she's the only one feeling that he's there, knows where he is, knows everything, and he is like, Reva, no, get over it, because Reva wants brownie points with Vader. That's what she's obviously looking for. She's looking for Vader to, like, you know what, you're my Grand Inquisitor because you found Kenobi, you flushed him out, you brought him to me. Thank you. But what she doesn't know is that she's gonna get it at the end. But anyway,
that was the only part where, you know, I'm watching these two episodes, and like once that lightsaber went through him, I literally yelled out like, "What?" I was like, "That can't happen."
Because in reality, you can't retcon Rebels.
See, it's too much to retcon because he was in the entire first season of Rebels.
Yeah. Then you have to cancel it. Like, you know, that never happened.
But I think there's going to be an explanation, and like I said, because of the way he is in the comic book and the way he came back, there's something that he can reincarnate. Something. We'll figure it out.
He has to come back.
I just thought he was just laying there.
You know,
like passed out.
Unless they
he's gonna come back.
Well, he got stabbed. He didn't die right away. They grabbed him. They brought him to a bank tank, and he healed.
Yeah.
You don't know. We're gonna find out. But one of the best parts was Tamira Morrison coming back as a clone.
I know he was gonna say that.
I know.
That was nice. That was a nice touch.
I screamed so loud.
And you know what was? You know what's so sad about that? That the way Obi-Wan was looking at him, like, that's the 501. That's the one that killed the Order 66. And he's there. Yeah. And he's like, if they knew who I was, like, you know, he's just looking at him. And I was like, wow. I said, that's really cool.
But you know what? Like, Obi-Wan was like, should I even give him, like, the money? He was like, Obi-Wan, like, in that moment, you could just see his face. It's like, but why are you here? Like, he was, like, I think he was just like, aren't you supposed to be the grand army of this empire that you killed us for? And like now you're here with your helmet.
He's homeless.
And homeless.
It tells you how the empire treated the clones, man. They got rid of them. Yeah. That was the thing. You know,
I think they got rid of some of them, like the ones who are weak.
Yeah.
Well, like, basically, at least we know in Bad Batch Season 1 that they showed the transition between the human troopers compared to the clones. They were starting to phase them out right there, which is pretty cool.
And
I think they're going to further explain that in Season 2.
Yeah, and some clones did remove their chips too.
Yeah,
so that clone might have removed his chip. Obi-Wan saw.
Exactly. Look, let's put it this way: it's 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, so there's still a lot of story. That 10 years right after Revenge of the Sith to tell too. So that's his 10 years before New Hope. So you definitely have a 10-year gap that takes place where Obi-Wan was hiding all that stuff, where he's somewhere else. So you'll definitely get a story like that down the road. But now they're just fleshing out this story. But I really did like the whole Leia.
Oh, she was adorable.
She was adorable. She was like very
just like a mother,
quick, very sarcastic. I love the part we're farmers. And I'm your father, more like my grandfather. What? And I love Lola. Like I said, Lola. I like that droid, Lola.
Well, they're coming out with it, Dom.
They are coming out.
I love how quick they're like, we'll show you the episode, and then look, today we have Lola.
But that's what they should do, though.
They're really banking on Obi-Wan being a huge thing for them. You know, look, like I'm very surprised with all the merchandise dropped with Obi-Wan. Look at all the merchandise not dropped by the Book of Boba Fett, which aggravates the shit out of me. Because are they waiting? Are they still going to drop anything with the Book of Boba Fett in Funko-wise?
Not Funko, but they did drop the Hasbro Pulse Book of Boba Fett throne.
I bought that.
So did I. I pre-ordered it, so I'm waiting for it. Have you seen
I bought that before.
My friend showed me what it looks like.
It's the vintage. The vintage
yeah,
thing.
he FaceTimed me at Celebration. Dom, I'm not even lying to you. This thing is like this wide. It's huge. It's probably going to take up my table.
Well, it's about the same size as the Razor Crest. I got the Razor Crest sitting over there.
It's probably the same size as it's probably the same length as my Jabba the Hutt.
Yes.
You guys are in for a
Now,
treat.
did you guys? Now they came out with the Riva Black Series lightsaber. Did you guys buy that? I was questioning in that.
I really
was
want to pull the
questioning it.
trigger because it just looks beautiful, and anything that has to do with HasLab, the more backers they get, the more things they get to activate on it.
No, they said they're not activating anything on it.
Oh, they're not.
5,000 backers. That's it. They just put
I
it
don't know.
out.
Part of me wants it because I just want the saber where it's completely round, and then I just want to like hold it like
Start flying with
They're
that.
like trying to fly.
There's gonna
You see Nilda coming over her house. Nilda.
I don't really. I wish they would drop a jetpack, a freaking Boba Fett jetpack.
I was hoping for a
No,
jetpack
would
for
be cool.
years.
So was I. But other than that, the toys, I'm very happy that the Black Series came out with all the Inquisitors. I'm buying every one of them. I am
I'm
buying
buying
Obi
like
Wan.
6 Rivas.
Riva, I like.
All
I
three
love
of the
her.
Rivas. They got the retro,
People
they
really
got the
didn't like
vintage,
her,
and they got
though.
the Black Series.
I
When I
love
was-
Riva.
What I was reading about her, people were like hating on her. Like, why is she so going forward with this? Like, why is she so like just? She's like an annoying kid. Like, she's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill Obi-Wan. I'm just gonna. Where is he?
Well,
Like,
it's
but-
also because of the fact that the Inquisitor the Grand Inquisitor kept telling her, like, you know, when we found you, you were just like
I
scrap.
think she was a rat, a street rat.
He's like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think she
you were a
was-
street rat.
Like, I think she was a little Padawan in the beginning. Like, before
You know
Order
what?
66.
I don't think she was a paddle. Hey, look, I think we'll find out. We're gonna find out more because apparently
I saw videos on YouTube where they were stating that in the beginning of the show, where you see all the Padawans that are training and they're running away, that's all of them. Because you saw there's one little black girl in that group. And then the rest of them were all like, one was blonde haired, one had black hair. So it was like a mixture of the kids that look like what they look like now. And if you kind of do the math, if those kids in training were about 8 to 10 years old, they could be like between 18 to 20 years old.
You know, I kind of agree with that. You know, I was thinking later on as I was watching the show, I was thinking like, what was the importance of that scene? Like, I know Order 66 was a big deal for the Jedi, however, Kenobi wasn't really shown in that scene. So I'm thinking Reva must have been one of those Padawans. So I'm sure they're gonna later explain that about connecting her story to it. And
you see.
oh, go ahead, Dom.
No, I'm sorry. No, they're gonna further a story. The thing that people are complaining about is that she's the one that figures out everything that Kenobi did, that the Empire didn't find out, and they're mad with that. Well, the fans are mad with that. People are like,
but I think she can read minds, though.
well, listen, think about it. You know what the Star Wars fandom, they really hate strong women, which really
she's really cool, though. I love her, man. And she's so nice. Like, she was so.
No, she is. You know what it is? People have to understand that what we get, it's a blessing. We should be happy, because me growing up, never had this. If we had this growing up, then we could be a little bit more selfish when it comes to things. But we never had this.
I'm sorry, but me being a woman, I just love the fact that we have a woman of color.
No,
in Star Wars, being excuse my language, being a bad bitch. Like,
no, that's true. No, that definitely is true, and it's just, you know what it is, that people just don't understand.
No, I know.
And you can't. Ignorant people always think one way. Look, we should be blessed that Star Wars is coming out. No matter how good things are, people are going to find the faults. There's faults in everything, but it's the way you bring out the faults.
But they even told her, like, before she even got the part, like, you're going to deal, like, Star Wars fans are racist. Like,
I know. I felt so bad for her saying that on Celebration.
But you see, that's another thing too. To come out like that is kind of harsh on Star Wars fans too.
Yeah.
Look, Star Wars fans are very passionate. We all know that. They love their shows. The main thing is make the shows good. Make the shows meaningful. Don't just throw every type of representation to a show and say, here's your Star Wars, without having a good story. And that's the reason why fans are very toxic, because they shoehorn a lot of things in, and that make no sense to the story. Oh, you have to do this. Oh, yeah, Obi-Wan did this. Oh, yeah, now you have to have this, do this. And that's why people are upset. And that's why you get a lot of people talking about, oh, yeah, it's the woke nation. The show is going to be woke, all woke. Look, I don't believe in that. My thing is, I don't care who's in the show. Sit down, get the storyboard there, make the story right, make the canon cohesive where everything connects, not throw people off and not do things just because you want to put representation of nationalities or minorities or, gay, lesbian, whatever.
Right.
Make the story. Because at the end of the day, story is what matters. And if you don't put story in there, people will come at you because of things. And that's what what Lucasfilm has to understand. The sequel trilogy was done because Disney wanted to make their own mark in the Star Wars universe, because George Lucas had such a big influence on the crowd. So they wanted to make their own characters do this, but they did not do it right. They could have made a mark, did it right, and they would have been beloved.
And the
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you guys off. They just announced that they're doing Volume 2 of Visions.
Yeah.
Hold on, I found that. No. And they come out with a comic book too. They make it a comic.
I
heard about the comic book.
I just picked up the 2 Inquisitors Funko Pops, the AM and Car.
Yeah, I got them right here. I got them over there.
I love them. I don't know. I'm obsessed now with Inquisitors.
I'm waiting for the Ronin Pop and Tea to come out.
Me too. I pre-ordered that one. I love Ronin. Ronin was my favorite one.
That was the best show.
That was the best.
It was a really fun show.
Mm-hmm.
Visions is great because it can show you go out of canon and just make
whatever.
I like that. But at the same time, when you're dealing with canon, try to keep
dealing with the tragic people.
But you're always going to have toxic people no matter what. And yes, Star Wars fans are toxic. But at the same time, if you throw it out there and mention that they are toxic, they're going to come back at you 100% even more. So that's why, Kathleen Kennedy telling the woman, River, the actress, her, that Star Wars fans are racist. That's kind of fucked up because we're not.
Some are. I think she was just warning her because of everything that what's her name? Kelly,
yeah, Kelly, man.
What Kelly went through, because I'll be quite honest with you, I saw some of the posts that people were writing to her. They were saying some really bad racist Asian comments. And I don't understand, like, she didn't get a lot, she got a lot of shit, but then we also had I forgot the name of the actress.
She's doing a job, and that's what people understand, because people forget about reality and fantasy. People get stuck in their fantasy world, and because you're the actor, you're going to get the blunt of all the heat and all the trolling and all the bullshit, because they want to because they can't get to anybody else. They're going to get to you because they didn't like your character. Look at the poor guy who played Jar Jar Binks, Ahmed. He almost committed suicide, the poor guy, because of the harsh reality of fans, and it's sad.
Look at the actor who played the young version of Anakin Skywalker. That kid.
Oh, Floyd. Lloyd.
Yeah, he's a drug addict.
He's a drug addict.
Yeah.
The whole movie screwed him up.
Because people just look. It's in the world we live today. People just want. Look, I'm telling you, you do a good story. Good story, make it meaningful, make it right. The fans will back off, and that's the problem. They just putting things in there, like reading books, and you're reading a book. People are fighting in a war. All of a sudden, there's a side story of something that makes no sense. What does that have to do with the story? Just because you want to shoehorn something in, don't do that. That's the only problem. That's the only problem that I have with Disney, is that they put things in because they want for their agenda, and do it right. If you do it right and do it the way it's supposed to be done, you'll have less headaches and less people attacking you. But enough of that. The nastiness of Star Wars. Let's get back to the greatness of Obi Wan.
Yeah, I thought Reyba's character really added some conflict within the Inquisitors.
Yes.
I thought that was pretty exciting to see. And,
Like they all don't get along.
Yeah,
They all
Yeah.
don't
yeah,
get
that's
along.
yeah. Because imagine if it was just kind of like still within them, like.
But you know
literally
what was
kind of-
cool? Like the Grand Inquisitor, like I'm not a big fan of. Like I loved his voice because that's Jason Isaac's voice. He should have played the real live action of the Grand Inquisitor, but
Right.
somebody has to film something that's not important, so we're gonna just go with that one. But his eyes, like his eyes were really like on point. Like if you looked into the Grand Inquisitor's eyes, they were really red. Like they did a great job with the eyes, but the other thing else, like no, that's
Let me ask you a question.
You know what?
No, that was good. That was good. Go ahead, Rick. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was really surprised about seeing his eyes like that. I was kind of scared, you know, just seeing the trailer alone. His eyes weren't. You really couldn't tell they were yellow, and I was a bit scared of his acting because that actor had stated that he had not seen like Rebels and like his character like in play.
I think he was stiff. He was a little stiff for me.
They were all stiff. The three of them. Look, another thing too is, did you get the part in the beginning when they flushed out Neri in Tatooine in the bar, and they didn't kill him, and it looked like such a fake way if they made him escape?
I think so.
It's because they wanted to use him as a trap. And like, if you ever paid attention to any of the episode, well, if you paid attention to most of the time when the Inquisitor was speaking to Reva, he kept saying that he wanted to slowly use them as a trap. She was just going there to just kill people. He wanted to use that guy as a trap to watch him to see where he was going. Because look, if they had actually paid attention to where the guy was going, it would have led them straight to Obi-Wan. Because they went to go find him.
And that's another thing. We're gonna find out how he found Obi-Wan. That's another thing too. Because remember, Obi-Wan shut himself off from the Force. So once you shut yourself off from the Force, it's hard to pick up the beacon of where things are. But we gotta find out his story, because you know he has a backstory that we gotta find out his. And come on, wasn't the best part with his face the dude that was the fake Jedi had the magnets and he was doing the window?
That was so stupid.
Yeah.
I actually thought that was pretty funny. I thought he was good. Him and the little kid, they were conning, and then you see the girl that gave the drugs to Obi-Wan. That's his daughter in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned about that. But you know what? That little scene of, you know, the fake Jedi, that's real. Like, you know, anyone out here in the real world, they'll make something out of anything, right? So I think
look at the comic book.
That's really cool to see.
Luke got killed. Like Vader killed Luke, the imposter Luke. He was going around saying he was Luke, and freaking Vader killed him. So there's imposters. There's people that are trying to capitalize off the Jedi.
But I think, guys,
you're
really not. That wasn't even the important part. The most important part was Obi-Wan cutting meat. Like, I want my meat cut by Ian McGregor now. Like, I want to go there, get my roast beef, turkey. Like, yes.
Okay. I thought I was my mind was going a little like.
Come on, guys. Like he cut that meat for that. I'm gonna say his name wrong. E-boy. I think I said it wrong, but I said it wrong.
You said it the wrong way. In a way,
wrong way. I don't know.
I was kind of like
animal thing. But I really like that was the best part. Like now I'm gonna go to my convenience store and go cut it like that. I need it nice. I gotta feed.
Have you found out like Disney means the way Disney does things that they lack aliens? You know that the planet that they went on, there should have been a lot more aliens, more human people.
Yeah.
Like, you don't notice that?
Dayu?
Yeah, when they went to Dayu, it was like there's aliens, but there's not many. You think that there'll be a lot more aliens?
Dayu looked like a very futuristic Japan.
Yes.
What do you look Falcon and Winter Soldier when they went to Madripoor.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And that scene was the same type of scene from Madripoor. The Jedi that they.
But you know what it reminded me of? A scene with Duchess Satine, like when Duchess Satine and him had to meet up secretly.
Yes.
It was like that kind of feel.
Let me ask you a question. When Obi-Wan was talking to Leia, saying you remind me of somebody, who was he talking about? Padme.
Padme.
Right?
Padme.
Yeah.
I thought about Padme.
Yeah.
In the beginning, when he said you remind me of someone, I thought he was talking about Satine. But then when he kept talking more, I was like, when he said, she was a royal, but then I was like, wait a second, both of them were. But I think he was talking about her mother.
Yeah, Padme.
Yeah. So,
and all the outfits that little baby Princess Leia wore was like an Endor outfit, Padme outfit.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that they tricked the mom with the alien, and it was like fake. She's like, oh, she got scared.
But that's classic Padme right there with her little mate.
Yeah.
Like
when they showed the scene of the buns, I started screaming. I was like, "Oh my god!"
How about seeing Alderaan? Finally
Yeah.
seeing something. You know what? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That was
seeing
a really nice touch.
Try to kidnap her, flee from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, trying to kidnap her. That was funny. I could not unsee, friggin' Red Hot Chili Peppers right there.
It was really nice
There's
to
like
see
a massive
Alderaan.
storm going outside of my window right now.
Yeah, we had bad rain yesterday.
No, dude, if I showed you like my backyard right now, you could hear it. It's like that's why I don't know if you've seen me in the videos a couple times. I keep looking because I keep hearing the patio door just like flying open and close, and I'm like, oh my god, because we live off the water.
Okay.
So sometimes, like if it rains, like very bad weather, we've seen little.
Let me ask you a question: do you have all your stuff insured? That's the main thing.
Yes.
Okay, good.
That's the
There's only one thing I'm literally running out of here in case some shit ever happens, and that's Jabba the Hutt. I'm taking his whole body with me.
I have no idea what I'll take, God forbid, if something happens, but I'll grab my wife. There you go. Make sure
that was the first thing that we talked about when we first started doing all our collections here. We're like, holy shit, we need to get our stuff insured, especially we live in Florida. It rains, hurricanes, we live off the water, but it's like
well, see, living in a one-bedroom apartment helps because we're in these pre-war buildings. They sell the concrete, so they said if there's a fire in the building, stay in the apartment because the apartment's concrete.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to
Kenobi.
Back to Kenobi.
What did you guys think of how the third sister knew everything about Obi-Wan? Anakin Skywalker is still alive at the end. How did
I'll be honest with you, I love that because remember we talked about this saying that we didn't know how if he knew that Anakin was alive or he didn't, and he didn't. And when she said it, it came out more like, when you're taunting somebody to be very vindictive. That's what she was doing. She was saying this to get him to lure out. And you see it. He was like frozen.
He was like,
because he was like, "Holy shit, my friend is still alive."
No, but you see, I think he knows about Anakin being alive too because remember, well, not
was it in the comic?
You're right. He didn't know because remember in the hologram when in Revenge of the Sith when Obi-Wan was looking at the hologram and it says "Rise, Vader," this and that. That was before he fought him on.
Mustafar.
Mustafar. So he knew
he didn't know that he was alive. So when she said Anakin, he went Anakin, and his Jedi power just opened, and that's how Vader felt it, and opened his eyes back to the tank. And a lot of people were confused with that. Like, I didn't get Chris. You got confused with the ending.
I got confused with the Grand Inquisitor, not like the ending with that. The only thing I got a little confused on too, because I thought in like one of the comics, Obi-Wan was looking at like a bar or something, and he looked up and how he found Vader, and he was like, "That's how is he alive?" Because everybody thought he was dead. Even Bail Organa was like, "You see, he's dead." Owen was like, "He's dead."
We'll find a way to complain about that. That Reva was the one that told him that Anakin was alive.
I loved it.
I thought that ending was cool. That he froze it, and now. I can't wait for episode 3, which comes on Wednesday. So it's coming soon.
Yo, I screamed.
I know.
Yeah, I screamed so loud when you just saw his scene in the Bacta tank. We were watching it, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Now,
and we rewinded like 6 times.
Did you see his head when he took the helmet off in Return of the Jedi? He
yes,
had that huge scar. So they're saying that he could have a fight with Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan did that the first fight because he's supposed to be fighting twice in the series.
Mm-hmm.
The first match, Vader gets the best of Obi-Wan. Then the last scene, Obi-Wan gets the best of Vader at the end, and he escapes. So the scar on his head, that's shown in Return of the Jedi could possibly be done by Obi-Wan in either the first or second fight.
Let's go.
So,
Are you sure it comes out Wednesday? I thought it comes out every Friday.
Wednesday.
Now.
No, it comes out every
No, it's
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Because
I like
the first two
Wednesdays.
episodes
I
they
work
wanted to promote
Wednesdays.
Star Wars Celebration, and they wanted to put it
Obi-Wan
out there.
Wednesdays.
And at the same time, we're gonna have Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
So we're talking about.
And She-Hulk.
Listen,
I'll be honest with you, those two shows are gonna tank because of the fact that Obi-Wan is in that spectrum.
well, She-Hulk is coming out at the same time as Andor.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
August 31st.
I'm sorry, Andor should have been a movie. The trailer for it looks like a movie. It should have been
Yes.
a movie.
But I tell you what, I have very good high hopes for Andor because no one talks about it, and what they could put in there is going to be unbelievable.
hmm
Excuse me, freaking the goddamn food.
They can
Uh,
put anything in
A
there,
spy
and
thriller,
people
it could
can't
be a
get
spy,
mad.
thriller, and you can have bounty hunters, you can have clones, you can have Vader. You can put Vader in there for a scene.
There are
So,
clones.
A lot to work.
There are clones.
Exciting.
We saw in the little
There are
trailer.
clones in the trailer. Yeah, that's so cool.
Samir Morrison's going to get a nice big paycheck.
Oh yeah.
Nice paycheck. He's going to be
Yeah.
living in New Zealand and 10 hot tubs, not just one.
Did you see that they dropped the trailer for Bad Batch 2?
Oh, no, that I
Yeah.
died.
I
In
know.
the trailer for
Oh yeah.
You posted it, and then I
and the
posted the trailer.
and the trailer for Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Ahsoka.
I
again.
want to see
cannot
that.
wait to see.
Because I want to see who that bad guy is.
I think it's from the book.
They said
I think
the
it's the
book or
sixth brother, I think.
it's what they said to the
Or the
Inquisitor
eighth
because
brother.
of the lightsaber. I thought it was Plagueis. I was like, wait a minute, Plagueis? Nah, because you see young Qui-Gon and young Count Dooku. So,
I know.
So that means that it's in a place before Sidious. Sidious is young, so Sidious might show up as a young. So you might see young Sidious, which is kind of cool.
With Plagueis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And
Plagueis
they're probably not showing anything in regards to Plagueis because they wanted to be a freaking.
Let me tell you something. If they show Plagueis, people are gonna lose their shit because
Mhm.
he's not. He's on the Tinker of canon and not canon because they still keep going back and forth. But I have a feeling Tales of the Jedi will show Plagueis.
I hope so. I read that book
I was-
from cover to cover.
But you know what? We're very special to be Star Wars fans because we got a lot this weekend.
I'm so excited. Tales of the Jedi bring
So
Ahsoka back in animation, seeing her mom, seeing baby Ahsoka, seeing where she grew up. Like, that's just more story for Ahsoka.
Can we also talk that we're getting a live version Chopper?
I know.
and alive.
I
so-
literally
Well,
was
Hera?
about to do a review
live Hera?
later on today of my
Act-
Chopper droid that I got.
And Hera?
Actually, Chopper
Hera?
already came out.
he did come out.
He came out
in Rogue
in Rogue One, but
Rogue
like
One,
it was
yeah.
just
Oh
like
yeah,
a
that's
little
right. He was
angle
in
of
Rogue
him.
One. It was a little one.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
didn't
it's
mention
Hera.
Hera Dula, too.
We're getting Hera.
I know we're getting
probably
Hera.
Zeb. We're
That's
get
gonna be
Ezra,
exciting.
and we're
I
gonna
hope-
get Thrawn.
I really hope we get Zeb. I really hope. I hope we
No,
get
they're not
Talos,
gonna do
too.
that. They only announced they're doing Hera, Sabine, Ezra, and Chopper.
But they didn't even talk
That
about
we
Thrawn
know
yet
of.
either.
Yeah, Thrawn they haven't announced.
Well, Thrawn they announced a while back.
Yeah, but there's been like conflicts. Like they first, what's his name? Was going to play Thrawn, the actor from
Mhm.
the voiceover, Nicholson.
Yeah.
He's not going to be him. So
No,
we
they
gotta
were
figure
gonna
out-
get somebody else.
Imagine Benjamin Cumberbatch comes out and he goes, "I'm Thrawn,"
That'd be
and he
great.
refused. That'd be awesome.
But I keep the voice, though. Keep Lars to do the voice, though. I need that voice. That voice is
Yeah.
classic. You can't change that voice. I'm sorry.
I'm telling
you
you,
can
man, you know
get-
what I love? I love Rosario Dawson. I love her.
No, I'm an Ashley Eckstein fan.
Yeah.
Gotta say
yeah.
it.
I like Rosario.
Her-
but Ashley.
If you
yeah.
watched her panel, I was waving the Ashley flag because I think what they have done to her, and I know I'm the most biased person ever, but I think what they have done to her is kind of messed up. She's never, that was out of all the years that she has played the voice of Ahsoka, she's never met Hayden. She's never met Ewan. So they were all meeting for the first time on stage. And the
Yeah.
fact that she is the actual main voice of Ahsoka, they don't even have her meeting Rosario Dawson yet. And she said that in her panel. One of the girls interviewed her and asked her,
I
you
did.
know,
I watched
have
that.
they been
Live.
using you? Yeah, she goes, have they been using you for samples for Ahsoka? And you know, how has your work been with Rosario Dawson? And she took a second because she knew she didn't want to say something fucked up. And she literally was like, I've never met Rosario Dawson.
That's crazy.
I've never been on the set.
Boss Logic is the one that put out that picture of Rosario Dawson years ago. Yeah. And he got a shout out. They shout out Boss Logic, and he's like ecstatic as shit because he's the one that came up with the picture. Because Rosario Dawson has been on the radar for years to play a live action Ahsoka. It's unfortunate that voiceover stars, some of them can play the character, some can't. It's just the way Hollywood is. Look, Ashley is great. She's fantastic. But in the case of Hollywood, you get that big time actress that could play the part, and she looked like her in the pictures and all of that.
And you know what? You know what's really messed up, like about like the live action stars, like Ashley. She signs her name. She's never once just signed Ashley Eckstein. She signed Ashley Eckstein, Ahsoka Tano.
I know.
You literally have to pay for Ewan McGregor to write to Chris Scevoli or Nilda or Dom or Rick $200 extra to personalize your item. Are you serious? Even with Rosario, when I tried to get something signed by Rosario, that with her holding Grogu because that's my child and I wanted them to meet, she wanted $100 more for her to sign Ahsoka Tano at the end. How dare you do that? I'm not paying for you, Rosario Dawson. I'm not paying for Hayden Christensen. I'm not paying for even Ewan McGregor. I'm paying for my character to get signed. If I have a Bo-Katan right here, and I want to get it signed by Katie Sackhoff, and she's going to charge me an extra $100 to get her character name on that, get the fuck out of here. That doesn't make no sense. Ashley signs her name. She's the only character that I know that does that. And I've met Matt Lantern, and he even said it a little too. He was like, "Oh, do you want me to write Anakin, a Sky Guy on it for you?" He even asked, but I didn't pay extra for that either.
Yeah, when I got your poster signed, Chris, he literally was like, "Do you want me to write something?" And I was like, "Oh my god, can you please write Sky Guy?" I was like, "This will mean the world to my friend." And even James, I said to James, I'm like, "Can you write something in regards to Kenobi?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Yeah, they don't charge extra.
You know what the sad thing is?
That makes no sense.
You know, you got to blame the publicists too. The actors,
their agents. It's their agents.
The agents, you got to understand too. And plus, to get them, look, let me tell you something. To get these big time actors to come to these conventions, it's a lot of money that they have to dish out. So the convention, it's not them, it's the convention asking for the extra money too. Like if you're going to sign something, you have it personalized. The convention is getting a part of that money because they got to get it back because they paid so much money out to the actor to come. So it sucks because some people look at Mark Hamill, $500 for an autograph. Mark Hamill.
You know how much Natalie Portman's autograph
Imagine
is?
if Harrison Ford signed.
Yeah, wait, Natalie Portman's autograph is
what
ridiculous. It's $900.
It's $900.
No, yeah, Natalie Portman
is $900
because she doesn't sign. That's the thing. Like Harrison Ford, Natalie Portman. There's a lot of actors and actresses that don't sign, and if they do show up, it's a lot of money. Look at Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher loved the circuit of all the shows. That's why
the cons.
The cons. Her autograph is anywhere between $200 and $300. That's it, flat. If you really think about it. If you look now that it's because she's gone, it'd be a lot more. But she never charged that much because she loved going. The Harrison Fords, the Natalie Portmans.
That's another reason why Ashley isn't so expensive.
Exactly, because she's not all the time.
Even Matt.
Exactly. These guys go. They travel the whole con circuit. Like I said, like a Billy D. Williams, get his autograph. Like
I will in September.
Yeah. Like there's different characters that you have to get that are very hard to come by. You don't think I want one of my pops signed by Harrison Ford?
If any of you, I was gonna say, if any of you need anything signed by Billy D. Williams, let me know in advance.
Oh, I'll let you know right now. Yeah,
I'm going to this event called Fanboy in September. I'm bringing him. It's in Orlando.
Okay.
So I'm bringing him a Funko Pop or I'm probably gonna bring him a Black Series, but I'm also gonna I'm gifting him a Colt 45 bottle because that was his original commercials.
No, he might hate you for that. I think
Joey did it. Joey did it a couple years ago, and he laughed his ass off, and he signed a Colt 45 bottle for him, and
Cool.
we have it in the store as a
Cool.
display.
I'm the smoothest man in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Almost my Coke 45.
I want him to write on like my thing going like I'm the smoothest brother in the galaxy.
I was also on the Jeffersons back in the 70s. Coke 45.
But yeah, I think it's in September, so I'll remind you guys ahead of time and give you enough time if you need to ship anything out to me so then I can get it done for you.
Nilda, I apologize for screwing your name up. Naya.
What?
After I did it, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, you know what? I hate that. I really hate messing names up because, you know, I don't like if I can't say the name, like I tell you Star Wars names, I mess up all the time because, you know, I'm like, yeah, that dude, the Trandoshan, I can't name his freaking I try to come up, I can't pronounce the name, so I'm like try to come out, but when it comes to like regular names, I just hate when I mess up names. And when I said Naya, I'm like, what the fuck is Naya? I'm like, Hilda. Like, damn.
Oh, I was gonna tell you guys, speaking about celebrities, freaking Giancarlo Esposito was
awesome.
The smoothest homeboy to like meet ever. I felt like and when I say homeboy is because I felt like we were homies.
He's really cool.
He literally sees that I'm bleeding on my leg after I just got tattooed from Ashley signing my leg and I'm limping. And he looked at me and he goes, here, I'll move your stuff for you. He's like, what? He goes, are you getting all these signed? I said, yes. And he goes, how are you today? And I said, oh, I'm in pain. And then he goes, I could see that. He's like, do you want a napkin? He's like, I could see the blood kind of like dripping on the side of your leg. I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. He's like, do you want a photo? He's like, we're not really supposed to do them. He's like, but do you want a photo? And I was like, sure. I'm like, can we take a photo by the sign that says do not take photos? And he's like, yeah, no worries. And we took it. And a whole bunch of people are like, how are you taking a photo with him with a photo that says don't take photos?
He's kind of cool because when I went to Detroit last year in October, he was there and he was in the crowd. Like somebody had this big balloon. He grabbed the balloon from the person. He was like just playing with it, going in the crowd. And everybody's like, it's cool. He walked by me a couple of times. It's like, I love when celebs just walk by.
No, he's really nice. I heard he's really
pretty
nice
cool. He's in the crowd. He's like, I love it. But they talked about, if you watch the celebration, they were talking about, about Star Wars. He goes, he loves it.
He loves it.
Look,
Chris, if Chris had been with me during MegaCon, he probably would have lost his shit. I'm waiting for my friends to send me the video. Ashley's parents were in line with me as I was getting my leg authenticated, and then they walked with me to the tattoo parlor to watch me getting it because her dad didn't think that I was getting it tattooed, and Ashley the whole entire time was freaking out. Papa Tano was the best.
That's my man.
Did you see everybody's favorite jump trooper? Friggin' what's her face? Gina Carano. She was there with friggin' drunk. Let me ask you something.
Drunk Ric Flair.
Drunk Wookiee. C3. No, was it drunk C3PO? That he's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
She's good friends with him all of a sudden. Like
so I didn't get anything signed from her because some of the rules that they were having from some of the celebrities that were there. So there was a few celebrities that were owned by this company called Fitterman, and they're very rude, and it kind of makes the whole fan experience not seem cool. Yeah. And I was gonna go pay for her to sign something from me. Like I even brought a few things. But everybody was saying that she was one of those like sign and go, say one or two words, but it was like sign and go, like, you got to hurry the fuck up. So I just was like, you know what, forget it. I'd rather just, spend my time. Like Ashley, I hung out with her for about 15 minutes. She took her sweet time.
Yeah, she talks to everybody.
Yeah, but she like before she started signing my leg, she literally like reached over and was telling everybody in the crowd. She was like, hey guys, you got to give me a couple minutes. She's like, we're doing a historic moment right now. Please wait. And like, I'm sitting there with my leg. She's signing it and everything. And then like people were taking photos. Her husband, David, was like all up in my leg filming.
Let me ask you a question. So she really tattooed your leg?
So she didn't tattoo my leg. So what happened was when I went to Tennessee to go do ICC, I was going to get an Ahsoka Tano tattoo. I was going to get a Ahsoka Tano tattoo. Walk to her, have her sign her signature, and then I was gonna go get it tattooed on me. But the tattoo artist in Tennessee was a little bit sketchy, And I was like, you know what? She's going to be in MegaCon for Orlando. I know her agent, Jackie. She's like one of my good friends. I was like, I'll plan it out very well. So when I was getting Chris's stuff signed, Ashley saw me. She was like, hi, Nilda. She like remembered me from all the cons. And I told her my idea and she was like, okay. She's like, if you're serious about it, she's like, we'll do it. So then the day that I was getting my leg tattooed, my good friend Danny was already at MegaCon and he spoke to the company JSA and he put them on the phone. And I was on the phone with one of the guys named Danish and I was asking him like, hey, have you guys ever done skin authentications? And he's like, no. He's like, he goes, what is that? And I was like, you know, like I'm getting one of the celebrities there to sign my leg. I'm going to go get it tattooed, but I want to get it authenticated. And he was like, I don't think that should be a problem. He's like, let me call our corporate company. So they called. He found out all the information. So normally JSA charges $10 to get stuff authenticated. They had to charge me $25 because it was a different type of authentication. It was a skin one. So I had it planned out. So my boy Danny ended up getting to MegaCon literally like an hour before they opened. He was the third person in line. And my friend Danny, I don't know if you guys have ever seen me posting, like he's handicapped. He's in a wheelchair. So like my friend the whole entire time was like, you need to use me as to like get around and get first in line. So I was like, all right, so I'll use him for, you know, his disability for one time as a friend card. And he was funny. He literally like, I got to MegaCon like around 10:15. I called him and he was like, dude, he goes, I'm in the front of the line. He's like, I'm number 2 in line. And I was like, how the hell did you get there? He's like, people were pushing me to get me there first. I was like, you lucky bastard. Yeah, I was like, you lucky bastard. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I don't got legs, but you know, it is what it is. Like he makes jokes about it. But yeah, so we get there. He lets me cut with him. And I get there. She sees me. And then she was like, oh, come around. She's like, I don't want people like gawking at you. So I went around. We did a whole segment video of it. She signed it, but she was so cute. The first marker she used, it dried up.
Really?
So she had to go back with another marker and go back again. I want to get a
tattoo now. I need a tattoo and get her signed.
So then when I left, her parents were trying to find some other section. So I was like, oh, I know where it is. It's on my way to where I have to go get tattooed. Why don't you guys come with me? So her parents, her Mama Tano and Papa Tano walked with me. And as we were walking, I was like, oh, here's JSA. You guys want to be here real quick as I get it authenticated? And they were like, yeah. So her parents were with me. They watched me getting authenticated. And then they walked with me and dropped me off at the tattoo guy. And then they walked back and saw that I was getting it tattooed. And then they told me that when I was done to like limp my way back over there because they wanted to take photos with the tattoo.
Let me ask you a question. So now it's authenticated to a point where it's like
it has a serial number and everything. So like if I die, like if I die, you can cut off my leg and sell it if you want to.
Shit,
and like technically, if you look at it right now, my leg is worth $500.
Damn, don't say that out loud. This is live.
I'm pretty sure I can post this.
You're getting close to the $1 million J-Lo butt.
Let me see if I can.
We have a good time on this show. Are you serious, Nilda?
I'm showing it to you. See?
I can't see that. Put your leg up.
You can see that.
I can kind of see it.
Nice.
Oh, right there, the signature. Yeah, I need to get
it. She incorporates. So she puts Ashley, and then this says Ahsoka Tano.
That's awesome.
But the tattoo artist, he was like really cool about it because he added all her like the different strokes that she was doing. So like she added the strokes when the ink died. So it literally looks like, you know, like it was like she did it herself.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then when I went back, when I went back and showed it to her, she was like this. Like her face was like, oh my God. She's like, you actually did it.
You know what's funny? Every time she meets her now, they're best buds now like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friends, her parents had me cracking up. Her parents walked by me and her dad goes, Nilda. And I was like, Papa Tano. And I hugged them. And they were like, you're here. Yeah.
Papa Tano.
Dude, he is the nicest guy in the world. Her parents, like, I understand now why she is the way she is. Her parents, even though she has siblings, like, they absolutely love her. They go everywhere with her. Like they are such huge fans.
A very down to earth person.
Yeah.
You know, she got her fame from doing her thing, and she loves the fans, and that's the thing. And look, I understand she got the short end of the stick because of what they did when they gave her Rosario Dawson, but this is the way Hollywood is, man. You know.
But I'm glad she's coming back for the Tales of the Jedi.
Oh no, she's coming back.
I know, but they could have at least said to her like, "Hey, Ashley, you know what? We appreciate this many years of you being Ahsoka Tano. You know, because of you, you created a character that now millions of people absolutely love. Why don't we have you come on set and maybe teach Rosario a little bit ways?
Come on set. How about her being in the show herself as a different character?
She could have been a different character.
Exactly. She could be somebody like a character, like an alien breed, but she's becomes.
Or she could have did the voice. You know, she could have done the voice.
You know, yeah, but you know how hard it is to do a voice on a character. Like look at Cad Bane. When Cad Bane was done, you know they had the actor.
Yeah,
the actors come and play Cad Bane, and then the voice of the guy who does Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Just like, look, don't worry. As time goes on, there's going to be a lot more different things. But you got to understand, too, I think her voice, she has a young voice still, and they need somebody with that rough voice. Like Rosario Dawson has been around the block a few times. You know, so she's got that gravel voice of who she is because she's been, you know. So remember, Ahsoka's been through the mill. You know, we don't know her. They still have to tell her story where the hell she was in that time before she got pulled out from the world between worlds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I still gotta ask Chris, how let me put this in a way where it doesn't come out derogatory. How hard did you scream and other emotions in your body when you saw the panel when Ashley turned around and looked at Hayden and said, "Hi there, Sky Guy"?
When she was like, "Well, Hayden, it was nice to meet you." Hey there, Sky Guy. I thought if he said,
dude, I threw the remote and I was like,
Nilda, if he said, "Oh, hey, Snip," I would have not. I would have flipped my ass. Like it was
Chris,
just amazing.
Chris is like, I wouldn't be here right now.
I'll be honest with you. I was sitting on the couch a couple times watching the live panels and like hysterically crying. And Joey's like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, "I should have been here. I don't know why we went to MegaCon. I could have had a more fan experience." Like I lost my mind.
Well, I'm telling you, the next con, the next celebration, I'm going.
It's in Orlando.
I'm going too.
It's in Orlando?
So they're rumoring that I might be in Orlando. So I'm letting you guys know now. I've already made this very clear with other people, but I haven't fully announced it like anywhere live. So this will be the first place I'm going to announce it.
Oh.
If it ends up being in Orlando, this woman right here will be renting out nearly probably a 5 or 6 bedroom Airbnb home.
I'll be there now. I'll be there.
I will be throwing a huge collector's party with all YouTubers and stuff like that, just to have, and I'll be doing a barbecue and everything. The only thing it will be is just bring your own alcohol.
So can I stay at the Airbnb though?
If you get too fucked up, yeah.
Oh, so I can't just stay there. I can't just pay you.
Well, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a really big house. So if anything, if
I do just a house.
Yeah.
So that's the rumor. It's going to be in Orlando. They said
that because they haven't had one in Orlando. It went like. It's Chicago. Anaheim, Chicago. Then it's a whole bunch of times they've done it in California.
You don't think they're going to skip a year and it'd be 2024 next time?
I don't know. I'm hoping not. I think they want to catch up for what happened with COVID.
You see, that's the thing. You know, I think there's a lot of stuff that was dropped, and I think next year, 2024 is the movie. Is going to be the new movie. So I think if they do a celebration year 2024. That will get more traction because of the movie.
And if they do that, then it should be in Orlando.
And if it's in Orlando, I'm definitely going. That's my next destination. I already said to myself.
I'll stay with Nilda. I called it. I'm staying with Nilda. I called it.
I'm a weirdo. I'm just letting you know.
That's all right. Just let me sleep on the couch.
She's a weirdo. Yeah. Listen, how weird could people possibly be? We're all weird in one way or another.
Yeah,
her creature,
you're right on that.
All her things come alive at night, and you just hear them throughout the room, getting a sandwich or something.
She goes to bed cosplay every night. That's what she does.
I know. We just don't know about it.
If it ends up being in 2024, then it's good because it gives me time to do my Well, not even save up. It gives me time to do my Inquisitor cosplay outfit.
Ooh.
You know what? That's true. And I'll get my Boba Fett stuff. Definitely.
I don't know how I'm going to dress up as like a Ahsoka.
It's a toss-up between Boba Fett's new outfit compared to his
you
old
need
outfit.
to be Omega.
Omega. I think I can pass for Omega.
You can play it off.
You can play Omega.
You just got to start brushing your hair back, hair gelling it, and we need to find you the jewel.
The jewel. Oh, yeah, I need the jewel. I like the jewel. That's my favorite.
How tall are you, Chris?
Just 5'2" or 3".
5'2"?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're about the size of me.
Oh, Chris, hold on. I have to step away for 1 second. You're going to freak out when I show you what I got today in the mail.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Uh-oh, here we go. You're gonna...
Let's see what it is.
I might die.
Who knows? Hey, listen, what time are you supposed to be?
5:45, 6 o'clock the latest.
Okay, so it's 5:34 right now.
I know. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, so we still have to get back into the juicy part of Obi-Wan.
I know. After she goes.
Yeah.
I love how you don't want to think about this.
We just go off track.
We go off track.
Yeah, we just talk about anything Star Wars.
We're gonna be legit, and next, it's like off track. It's like
I don't care.
Wow. Oh, here we go.
Oh my God,
please.
The anticipation.
So it's the new
it's from the Her Universe.
From the Her Universe from the Archives collection.
Yes. Hold on.
So as you can see, hold on. It says it here on the tag, but it's the Padme sweater.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
That's really nice.
Look, he's getting his stuff.
Hold on, I got my stuff.
So this sweater is supposed to look like Amidala.
Yes. Now, my What If is coming out, guys, on this channel very soon. What if Ahsoka pulled Anakin out of the portal? What would happen? There's a story behind it. I have the story coming very soon. Maybe 2 or 3 parts of how she would pull him out and what happens to Anakin now that he's pulled out. So, when I wrote the What If, I put a Loth Wolf in there because it's critical in the Rebel story and it's critical how she gets in back to the World of Worlds portal. So, Ashley announced that this is from the archives, Ahsoka riding the Loth Wolf. So it's already in the What If of Loth Wolf. I just have to go back and change it now to that she will be riding the Loth Wolf into the World of Worlds. And then I got this sweater. I'm so excited.
I like that.
And then I Am No Jedi, the Spirit jersey.
That's cool. I like the jersey.
I know I was going to do the photo thing today for the Padme thing, but the weather is so bad because we have when you're part of Her Universe, you have a deadline.
Oh, you do?
You have to, you have a deadline where you have to post all this stuff.
I wish I was part of Her Universe. I'm not part of that yet.
How'd you get part of that?
So I signed up on their site, and then when I met Ashley for the first time, she told me about it. And she was like, you should try to apply for it. So I did. And then I didn't get any response back. And then I became friends with a whole bunch of brand ambassadors. Like, they started following me. And then one of them told me, like, hey, you have to post, like, he's like, buy something from Her Universe or wear something of yours. And then just try to see if you can get all your friends to, like, repost you and tag Her Universe. And then I had like 75 people repost me. And then I had like almost close to 500 people like the photo. So that day, Her Universe like sent me a wink emoji on the comments. And then it was like a wink emoji and a mail emoji. So then when I went to go check my email, there it was. And they said like, welcome to Her Universe.
So I was supposed to, I think I wanted to be the brand ambassador. Like I had everything. Like I had the followers. Then I got hacked. So I needed to start the whole account over again.
I would die. I change my passcode like every 2 months.
That's what I should do.
Just so I don't get hacked.
I can't because, look at this way. I forget my passcode. So if I forget them, what makes you think somebody's going to find out? That's the whole thing. And I have to keep changing them too myself because
my passcodes are so hard. Like no one would be able to get my passcode. It's an algorithm of an algorithm.
No, I'm still trying to figure out the whole Instagram thing. Why some people get like higher higher like counts on cheaper videos and pictures than I do, which makes no sense. It's like I don't understand. I'm like, I put some content.
The algorithm is weird. It's so.
It is, and it's weird to a point where you could see somebody get somebody has a picture up, and their picture gets like this is my thing. So you see how many people I follow? I follow almost 5,000 people, right?
You do.
And almost 3,000 people follow me, right? Now that's the one thing. So if I have almost 3,000 people following me, how come my likes aren't matching? Like at least 500, 600 likes
because of the algorithm.
Algorithm.
That right? That's one. Two. How do some of the people have 5,000 followers and they only following 300 people? How is that possible?
How is it that there's people I know that have 18,000 followers and only have like 5 likes in photos? Because people are buying followers.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy my followers.
Some of the followers that follow me probably aren't like legit followers, but I have a lot of people follow me, but it still makes no sense because the likes to follow ratio, which makes no sense. And I know the algorithm, but the fact is that it's just kind of crazy. Like I'll put a picture up, and my picture is a pretty decent picture, and it's better than some of the people's pictures who whip it up. And it's like, wait a minute, they got 500 likes. How is that possible?
It just, like I said, it all depends on hashtags or anything. Because like right now, I'm looking at my Instagram. So I went to MegaCon. I took a picture with Giancarlo Esposito. I got 553 likes. But then I get tattooed by Ashley, or I get her signature. I have 131. But then here, let me use another one. Like the most liked photo I ever gotten was with Hayden. And that was almost 1,300 people liked it.
My God.
See, that's what I want.
And then like this one also doesn't make sense. So like I took a picture in front of Tate's with a hot toy. I got 709 likes. But then I post 2 pictures of 2 hot toys and I didn't post anything else. And I only got like under 200 likes. But it always depends on like what. Like, for instance, Joey, he sucks at like randomly making, he sucks at doing hashtags. I'm always having to go into his page and like correct it for him. So like, I'm always trying to put out content out there. He does like random BS ones. He did one a month ago and it makes me mad because he was literally taking a poop while pretending to be the Pink Panther. And I'll send you guys all the video.
So listen, the last
he
video
got 13.9 thousand.
I'm in the store and they're showing you sitting at the register. Somebody else would be here.
You hear this? He got well, I'll look it up. He did this video. He did the pull up on me with the.
Oh my!
He did this one. He got 139,000 views.
Nice.
But everything else he's ever done has been under 2,000 views. But he gets 139,000 views from that.
On my views, I'm lucky if I get 100 views. I think 200 views was the most I ever got on one of my videos.
But then here, look, I post on TikTok. I'm starting to do more TikTok now. And I post really good stuff. And none of them are always at like 2,000. I think the most I ever did at the time was like 9,000 views because it was with the Darksaber when it first came out. I post the Ashley video of her doing my signature and that got 22.8 thousand views. Wow. But it just all depends. And I had a friend of mine the other day and I can send you a copy of it, Dom.
Yeah.
One of my buddies who has like a very successful TikTok channel sends me literally, I'll show you the whole conversation. Look at her. I don't know, you can see it because of the light.
Yeah.
This is a whole conversation of how to understand the algorithm of TikTok and Instagram. So moving forward, starting Tuesday, I'm going to follow this whole entire rule.
Really? And that's how you, okay.
And he told me, send that to us. He said, like, posting, you got to post Monday through Friday. It's the key. Weekends are very hit or miss.
Yes.
You got to pay attention to your analytics. You got to see what type of people it attracts. You got to start using hashtags. Start using hashtags that say FYP, For You page, viral. Because one day your thing will get caught on that FYP. And then that's what everybody sees.
Okay. Okay.
Should I send this right now? The whole list.
Yeah, I'll send you guys the whole entire thing.
The whole list.
I'll sit there and try to figure out.
Dom's gonna figure out, like, he's just gonna be thinking, he's like, what's my password?
Nah, you know, I'm always thinking. My wife gets mad at me. She goes, why you always worry about it? I say, I worry about it because she goes, put up better content and you'll get more likes. I'm like, no, it's not like that.
You know, yeah, you know what? That's invalid because content does not, how do you say it? The content you put out, it's good content, but sometimes it doesn't receive the likes.
I need to show some revealing stuff, man. Some cleavage and some butt crack.
Yeah, you gotta show us what kind of.
I'll be honest with you. I had this conversation with Joey a couple weeks ago, and I told him if I was comfortable in my own skin, and I did that, I probably would get a whole bunch of people. Because at the time when I was a little bit thinner 2 years ago, and I was doing all the tattoo competitions, and I was showing my tattoo photos of me trying to get an Ink magazine. And I did a couple like risque photos, but nothing like, you know, showing like nasty stuff. But those photos were getting like 1,500 likes. And I was getting like 50 freaking people, you know, following me a day. But it was like, why do I have to show my skin to do this? Because it sucked. You know, there was a popular YouTube channel that I followed, and, you know, I was friends with them. And this girl would only show her tits to just do toy reviews.
Oh, is it Bella?
There's Bella's Toy Chest, and then there was my friend's Collector's
Bella's Toy Chest. I found out about her.
Bella.
I'm sitting home watching. I'm sitting at work, and I'm on.
She hangs toys off her tits,
and she's like this. She's like, "It's Bella's Toy Chest," and she's going like.
But she has,
and it's like, I want. Why can't I get this? She goes like this. She goes, "Here's Booby Fett."
Yeah, and it's like I don't feel the need that I need to do that.
But you know what?
It freaking gets you followers.
I was saying to myself, I thought she was a stripper. When I see that, she is. Yeah, she is.
She is.
I'm good. Off the bat.
She is, and she also has a OnlyFans page. I joked around like weeks, like not even weeks ago. I joked around last year, and I kept joking around with Joey, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna do an OnlyFans page. I go, but I'm gonna be dressed up like Boba Fett with a helmet. You will never be able to know who I am. I'll airbrush my tattoos.
You have sexy Boba out there, you know, and it's a girl dressed as Boba Fett with a Boba Fett helmet on, and she has lingerie. You have that around.
I'm dead. I'm crying.
Yo, I actually had ideas. I had 2 ideas for OnlyFans. I could make money.
It was a Dom for me with Boba Fett.
Oh, Booby Fett?
Booby Fett. I swear to God, she did one where she had the thing hanging off her chest while she's opening up another toy, and I'm talking about like her bras down to like here, so you just see everything. And people are like, I'm just here for the tits. Screw the toys.
Tits and toys.
That's funny. That's funny.
I'm just saying, but you see, that's the thing. It depends on how you want your channel to go. You can have your channel going PG, or you can go NC-17.
Rated R. Rated T. We're not teens.
Toy Hub instead of Pornhub. Nah, it's true. But you see, that's the thing. Though. It's a very funny thing. Let's get back. We like way off track. Hold
on, I'm trying to see if I can do a screen share so you guys can see this.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. Don't put that on my page.
No, add it. It's nothing bad. I'm not gonna do nothing bad. Add me. Add the screen share.
How do you do that?
Scevoli Tano canceled.
Cancel culture.
I don't know how to do it.
That's you know what? That's just all part of human nature.
I don't know how to do
you
it.
know,
like,
we like action. We like gory. We like like sexy things. That's just the thing that attracts humans. You know.
Chris,
I don't know how to do it, Nilda.
What was that?
We like
I don't know how to do it.
You gotta go to the bottom part of the screen.
More?
Yours. You gotta. There's 2. Is there 2 of me? 2 of Appetite for Collectibles?
Oh, hold on. Yes, there's another one. Yes.
Okay, you gotta click on that one.
Okay, so add to stream. Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
All right.
Whoa.
Can you see YouTube now?
Yes, that was cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. We should actually do that.
Yeah, Bella's Toy Show.
I was originally gonna try to do this with Disney Plus and stream the show here, but for some reason, it because it's Disney, they don't allow you to.
They'll take
pain in the
down.
asses.
You won't be able to.
Okay. This is oh my
So
god.
you see?
There
That's all you
Nice.
get.
Watch her
Look at
videos. She's very interesting. Look.
She did this one naked. She was wearing an apron.
Hey, she gets money off of it.
Yeah.
I give her credit.
Yeah.
She's a stripper.
She's
She got a nice
doing her
body.
thing.
So what do you want?
Hey, watch my body come out there. Don't worry.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we
You see
go.
Bella. She got
It's an apron.
McDonald's bagel sandwiches. But look what she has. Look, she's got a Boba Fett right there. Son of a bitch.
Boba Fett.
Wait, did I miss it?
You gotta go to the good parts.
Tell
Yeah,
her
she's
to
just in
scoot
an
over. I
apron.
want to see the collectibles.
No, just tell her to move. Tell her to move. I want to see what's going behind it.
But that's literally every video. It's like this with boobies out. It's her half naked sometimes doing reviews, but it's like, look, the video got 100,952 views. 3,000 people liked it, and then
This was in 2020. So
yeah,
she was home in the pandemic.
But she still get money off of it.
yeah.
You should know
How
that
much?
you should
When do
click,
you start getting money? After 10,000 likes?
After 100,000 likes, and then after you've reached
1,000 subscribers.
1,000
and-
subscribers.
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
nice.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I enjoyed that.
You like that?
Chris is
So
like, I'm
Kenobi.
gonna go subscribe.
Hello there.
No, I want to. That's what
Kenobi.
you get. That's what we're gonna open up with every time. That, and we're just gonna put hello there across the chest.
Hello there.
Oh, look.
Hello there.
Now you
Oh,
sound like
God.
Watto.
But guys, I'm so sorry that we had. There's no breakdown for this week, and we got a little of the breakdown, but that was it.
Wait, listen.
But-
Kidding aside, my view, the scale of 1 to 10. The first episode is 8 out of 10. The second one is 9 out of 10. That's my view.
Yeah.
And
What about
9 out of
yours,
10
Rick?
Because I liked young Leah. I think young Leah is going to be a celebrity.
I don't know if I could put a number like that, but I like highly loved it all. You know, the music, the pacing of it, the characters. Kenobi really portrayed that
Kenobi's firing a
PTSD.
blaster, man. Come on. You don't see Kenobi firing a blaster that much? Only when he's
Yeah,
in
just him lost with the Force and everything. Just him finding out about Anakin. It was just a lot of.
I
beautiful
know. I
moments
wanted to
there.
cry when he found out.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Vader to show up next episode.
Unfortunately, you know,
He'll probably show up
we-
at the end. You're not going to see him until the end. Probably.
No,
were blessed to have
they
two
said that we're
episodes.
seeing him episode
3.
3. So the one that's coming out this
Yeah.
Wednesday, we're gonna be seeing Vader.
Did they say it's going to be in the beginning of the episode or it's going to be towards the end?
I don't
see
know
that-
because I'm gonna film my whole reaction.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so exciting to see. But unfortunately, we only have 4 more episodes left. We got spoiled with 2.
But what
We're
Ian
blessed
McGregor was saying at Celebration, he was like, get ready for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there might be more episodes.
Well, this is what I
Really?
heard. That
Yeah.
there possibly could be a second season to Obi-Wan.
I
Yeah.
think they wanted to test all this out and see how the show went
And even
because of
Boba
how
Fett.
bad the other one because of Book of Boba
But,
Fett.
but Book of Boba Fett, there's a possibility it was mentioned
Season 2.
that season 2 might be coming. Listen,
Okay.
there's so much possibilities that they could do. They could actually redeem themselves by doing a season 2, having Prince Caesar as the main villain and having going after Mace Windu, having Mace Windu come back because he has unfinished business with Mace Windu. Please, the
Please.
Star Wars lords, Do that.
Please.
Sorry, they're gonna have the colorful biker gang as the villains in the next season.
Next season.
Next season, Boba Fett's gonna become a Disney princess. I don't know.
Did you see Tamora Morrison dancing in the panel? He was like,
he's doing
New
Zealand
I
dance.
love him.
Yes. I tell you what,
He's so fun.
the one thing I can honestly say is that they're all excited about doing Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, and I wish that they would have more say, because Tamira Morrison did say that Boba Fett shouldn't have showed his helmet that much. Take it off. You know, they wanted to give him, they wanted to humanize him, and I understand that. You want to see your face, you know, and you're paying money to an actor that wants to show their face, but that face wants to be shown. You know, it's like Pedro Pascal with Mandalorian. You know, these guys they make the big money, and to be a character like a Mandalorian, you could take your helmet off, man. It's like a superhero. Spider-Man takes his mask off. Batman takes his mask off. You know, it's just a shame that, you know, some of the things they do, like Boba Fett did have a lot of mystique and mystery behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's all flushed out. We all know about who he is, and that he, coming out of the Sarlacc pit, he became a different person. You know, maybe it's not him. Maybe it's an imposter. Maybe it's actually Jack.
Chris had that face that he has to go soon.
Yeah, I know.
That face. Shut up, Rick. I love Rick, though. Hate Rick. Hate Rick with a passion.
Man, why?
I still love you. I still love you.
Well, I love you too,
those,
but what did I?
I still have those comments where you say Omega's Palpatine, but it's okay. Those just,
you know what?
It's just in my head, you know?
I sleep every night thinking about that. Just how she's
Omega is
bro.
Palpatine.
Yeah, that was the thing back then, Nilda. You know, I just kept teasing.
You have to have his Palpatine.
But they were in the same room in the trailer. So what is she doing over there with Palpatine?
It's Palpatine's secret
She's
plan.
joining the Galactic Empire.
And the new trailer. Did you
A
see the
new
trailer?
era.
Scenes, they go too fast, and there's like so many different scenes. I hate when they go fast. You have to slow everything down. If you do everything like in a slow motion and watch, like in Tales of the Jedi, you gotta watch that in slow motion because they were showing things in there like quick, and it's like,
they don't want you to see much.
They do that fast shit.
They don't want. They do it for a reason. They don't want to see it much. You don't want to see it much.
Hey, do you think we'll get a Sid pop this year? They should come out with a Sid pop because she's like a
they should. Yeah, they're back with Sid and they have new armor.
Mm-hmm.
It's like blue and orange.
Yep. And Omega's got some armor.
Ahsoka, white. Imagine they wear Ahsoka armor. You like that, right?
I think Ahsoka will be coming soon. She will be
maybe
coming.
Omega got her freaking she got some DNA from Ahsoka too.
Oh, don't jinx me with a good time, Tom.
I know.
You guys are crazy.
There was a special love there between Ahsoka and Captain Rex.
Yeah.
Who knows?
No, I don't think so.
When my boy finishes it, I gotta show it to you guys. So my friend Jesse, whose house I went to yesterday, the collection that you said is sick. So he's a sculptor. He took one of those oh my god, those like sexy dolls that show like their boobs and they have the dress like this. He created an Ahsoka. He's gonna be painting her this weekend, and he's only doing one. Like that's for his own personal collection.
I got the comic books with Ahsoka on the cover naked.
Yeah, you have a naked Ahsoka.
Yeah, I do. It's the.
You gotta send me a photo of it because I'll buy it.
I gotta find it. They also have a Boba Fett. They do it's like cosplay, like the girls that drawn in all the different cosplays.
Look at Chris; he's so disgusted.
Chris, man, come on, man. It's life, son. It's life.
Chris, so when you get home,
human nature. What did I say earlier?
Chris, when you get home, there's websites that have people that dress up like this, and they do.
Yeah, I know.
Intergalactic species exchanging.
But you know what? I'm just before we get off.
Before we get canceled.
Throw this out into the galaxy before we get canceled. I want a baby Yoda, like my plushie back there. I don't know if you guys can see that. A plushie with the ears on, painted as Ahsoka. That's what I want.
You can find baby. People can do it. There's a custom.
I know, but I can't
I
find
think
anybody.
I've seen customs like that.
I can ask if you want. I can ask my friend. I can get one of the plushies and then ask him if he can paint it for me as Ahsoka colors.
Yes, and like have her little like her little Clone Wars, like not outfit, but her little
And the
hood,
nice
like,
tattoo on her face.
I'm pretty sure I can do that.
Like I think I could do it too, but
I think I'm gonna buy
suck
2
at it.
plushies just in case I fuck up one. I think
Well,
I'm gonna do
want
that.
one. Because Ashley had one in her hand when she did like Jedi Academy training back like months ago, and I just fell in love with it. So I want one, and no one makes them. Like the person who makes them now, who made that one, doesn't make them anymore for some reason. I was like, you would make a lot of money on that. Just like people make.
I'm gonna do one myself.
Do it. Yes, and tell me how that comes out, then I'll pay you for the other one. And then some people make the Mandalorian Baby Yoda one. Boba Fett. They have a Boba Fett Grogu too. Beskar Baby. If you look up Beskar Baby on Instagram, they do. And I asked if they were doing Ahsoka. Oh, we don't do Ahsoka. Okay, so. All right.
I'm gonna pull up the photo.
Again.
Ahsoka Baby Yoda.
Ahsoka Baby Yoda.
Is it Ahsoka Baby Yoda? Is
So, Kenobi.
Yeah, Kenobi was great. But Baby Ahsoka, like we're on the
Well,
Baby.
Baby
no,
Ahsoka.
listen, we like went off. So the tracks, the rails,
So sorry,
off.
guys.
the
We
train,
went
the train
off
crashed into a brick wall.
People
No,
who
the
watch
train
this are gonna
crashed
be
into a
like,
brick
what
wall.
the fuck is this? What the fuck are these people talking about?
We hit every platform.
We did though. We did hit every platform though.
Let's see.
So are you guys coming back next week?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Chris, you want this design,
Yeah, the Ahsoka, even Clone Wars design. I think that's the same design as Clone Wars, right?
but on this phase.
Yes.
Yes. Oh no, I'll show you.
Ooh.
I can do this. I just need to paint him orange, let it dry, and then I need to just get the stencil.
You gotta paint them like a suntan.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I have that
Like-
plushie.
Like
So
you
what I can
paint-
do is I can paint him that tannish orange color,
Yeah.
and then what I'll do, I just need to find the stencil, but I can get the stencil done, and then I can just paint that white.
Yeah, and then I think like you have to look it up. You have to. I don't know if it's still on Ashley's page. I have a picture of it. I'll send you the picture of it.
Yeah, send me the
But-
picture because I can do this.
You know, Rick
We're
came
making
on
fun.
here. They were gonna talk about Kenobi. He had a whole bunch of things about the Kenobi, and the next thing you know, went off the rails. Nothing he talks about.
Oh, I'm gonna get this done. Watch.
Like you trained his father.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
part.
Exactly. Wasn't it cool when Laura's got the he threw out Obi-Wan the ship that the Jawa gave Obi-Wan to give to Luke?
Yeah, that's the same ship he has later on, right?
Yeah.
Yo,
That's
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was a
Connections
savage.
like that.
Like
figure.
he trains his
See?
father.
Yo, go see how he is as a kid compared to Leah. Leah was like all grown up, and she's telling people you're rude. You know, you're his older cousin. That was funny.
Hold on, real quick, before we get off, I have to say this. My favorite thing in the whole entire episode, one at the end, when Bail Organa was telling Kenobi that Leia is as important as
Yes.
Luke.
Yeah.
I felt that like deep inside because she could have always been the stronger one out of the twins. Is that, and even Luke said it in one of the movies that she didn't want to become a Jedi. She put that to the side because she became a mother.
And a mother and a
Yeah.
politician. So she
And
rather
yeah,
do that.
so but if she would have actually said, you know, F this and didn't become a politician and she became strong with the Force, she could have been probably a little bit stronger than Luke.
You know, she's probably because in all our story that she probably did wield the lightsaber, like in the Rise of Skywalker, that one scene where they showed Luke training her, which is kind of cool. Look, they're coming out with a Yoda comic, a 10-issue limited series about Yoda before Luke went to Dagobah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna find out more about Yoda, about things, certain things, which is pretty cool. You know, I like the Obi-Wan comic. I like the Yoda comic. I like they're coming out with individual characters. Like they have Han Solo now. Everything that's taking place all before certain events. They're filling in all the gaps, and that's what they're doing. And that's why canon is very important. Go back to canon again.
Yeah.
Canon. We're going back to Canada.
Well, Chris, wrap this up.
I don't know where to wrap it up at. We went all over
Apologize
the place
to the other fans of our big fans out there.
today. I'm like speechless. But thank you for joining us on the breakdown that we talked about everything in their mother. Rick, where can everybody find you on the social media?
On Instagram, Star Wars Rick. It's no longer dot. It's just Star Wars Rick.
Oh, change no dot there, people. Dom, where can everybody find you on the social medias?
Okay, it's getting big now, but you know, I guess Instagram, which always Domtober, Old Man Fett. And also, if you want, you can catch me tonight on Sunday nights at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. The Dark Side Crew.
Can you send me the link, please?
I will send you the link on that.
Okay.
I will send it tonight. We got a big show tonight. We're going to talk about the celebration, talk about a lot of things tonight. Also, Chris, come aboard. Check. Send messages. I'm going to shout you out tonight. I'm going to shout Rick out tonight. I'm going to shout Nilda out tonight. I'm going to shout everybody out tonight.
I want to come back.
Every time someone pops up in the chat, I'm going to shout people up because, you know, a lot of people, like, it's funny how big it's starting to grow. We're closing in on 2,000 subscribers, which is really cool on the show.
Wow,
so
that's cool.
And we're getting up there, you know, we're moving up there. But yeah, if you want to find me, I'm there. And I'm all over the place. I am the slut of YouTube. So there you go.
Damn, I thought I was a slut too, because I'm everywhere. I'm on here. I'm on my own stuff. I'm on 5 different panels. I'm on everything. I'm ultimately the hoe of YouTube.
Yeah, hoeing it out.
I'm the hoe of social media.
I gotta start being a hoe because I want to get on panels and stuff like that.
You got to tinker your toes somewhere in the waters, man. Come on.
I got to shake my ninnies and see what happens.
you just got to reach out to a lot of people. Sometimes I'm very annoying, but I'm a very persistent woman. When I want something, I will get it done. That's how I got Joey. I wanted him and I got it done.
She kept walking by him. Goes, let me see your toys. He's like, no.
I just want to play with your toys.
Nilda, where can everybody find you on the social medias?
You can find me on Instagram, which is Nilla. I'm just kidding. Nilda _ listens. On TikTok, I'm Appetite for Collectibles, all one word. And then on YouTube, I'm Appetite for Collectibles. That's where you can find me.
There you go. Shake that head.
And OnlyFans.
Naya.
The mystery Naya. That'll be my God, that'll be my different name, Naya.
That could be your Sith name.
There you go.
We'll do Sith Lord Naya.
There you go. You know who you are.
I just gotta cover up all my tattoos.
Guys, I hope we're all back for next week. It's on Wednesday, so now I gotta change my plans because I thought it was Friday. But make sure you guys subscribe down below to the YouTube channel, The Scevoli Tano Show, for more fun unboxings, reactions, breakdowns, sexiness, awesomeness, omeganess, groganess, soganess, and all that fun jazziness. Yeah. I'm worn out from this episode today. I've taken a lot. I've seen a lot today. You know, I've heard a lot.
A lot of things have been out in the open now.
Yeah, now I'm going to go in the corner now, curl up in fetal position, and just end my night there. But be kind to one another, guys, and may the Force be with you.
Always.
Bye.
Bye.
In my life, when you find people who need your help, you help them, no matter what.